So my name is Mitch,
And I'm Khalida.
and we're at the Headache Clinic today. And we've just had a fitment of a PMA each, which is a migraine reducing or eliminating thing.
Yeah, that's about it.
I'm father-in-law and Khalida's daughter-in-law. And I'll just explain my situation. I've had problems with headaches and migraines from the age of about 22, and I associated it with a back injury in a motorbike, and had been to doctors, had been to chiropractors, had been to physio, and nothing really worked. And through a family member I heard about the Headache Clinic, and I referred actually Khalida to the Headache Clinic first.
Family member, I told you about it.
Auntie Cicely told both of us about it, I think.
No, I didn't, doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, anyways.
Cut while we argue this one. So, anyway, Khalida told me about it, but she was here first.
Yes.
And I'll carry on with my story though. Yes, work-wise, it would vary. At times of stress, I would maybe be off work 2 or 3 days in a month, basically in bed, curtains closed. Migraines would peak with vomiting and throwing up, a session right through the night, for example. And it even reached the point where my wife was immune to what was going on with me because it just became routine. And it wasn't a way of living. And sometimes I'd go fine for 6 months with no problems. Sometimes it was regular, like once or twice a month I'd have the migraine issue. So that's where I was about a year ago. Khalida?
Okay, my headaches actually started at about age 7. And I had brain scans at age 10, 11, 12. I had brain scans, I had neck scans, I had back scans, I had everything done, and they couldn't find out what's wrong with me. I've been on headache tablets, I've been on migraine cocktails, I've been on everything, and eventually the medication just doesn't do anything anymore. It's just useless. So recently married, well, that was 5 years ago, but when I was recently married, it was horrible because every now and then new husband doesn't understand exactly what's going on, and it just takes over everything. So
Well, every time we saw Charles and Khalida, she had a headache or a
I had a
migraine.
headache or a migraine.
not
I actually had a constant headache, non-stop. There was never a day that I didn't have a headache.
But lucky father-in-law knew exactly how you felt.
Yeah, thank goodness. So that helps if somebody in the family understands what it's all about. So yeah, headaches, migraines, at least 2 a week. At the end, just before I came to the headache clinic, it was at least 2 migraines a week, and they would obviously last for a day and a half, and that's basically almost the entire week. So came to the headache clinic, sorted it out, had the first time I had my PMA in. That night I had a migraine, they gave me 2 Panados. Believe it or not, I actually giggled at them when they gave me 2 Panados. So yeah, right, this is not working. 2 Panados, jumped into the shower, got out of the shower, and headache was gone. It was actually quite miraculous, and from there on, no problems, nothing. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember with my migraines, it would start as stiffness in my shoulders, stiffness in my neck, related to what I thought was the motorbike injury. I later was told or discovered that that's only a trigger, it's not the cause. So this stiffness would then move into my neck. It would start as a dullness behind my eyes. It would then go into blurriness. I would then start to see either little
Spots.
stars or spots, or even a type of blindness. Even a type of blindness where you can see but everything is dark, and you can hear but you can't hear well, and you don't compute properly, you can't reason things properly. So the only thing I could do was go to sleep and sleep or stay in bed for a day or 2, and still end up with the whole
Sorry, trying to do it very
crunch, crunch, bang, crunch. I'm sure it's crazy on the foot here. So yeah, it would be days of extreme agony. When I came to the headache clinic, it was because Khalida had success here.
Mm-hmm.
And she and I came together. The first week after starting to use the PMA, which is a little mouthpiece thingy, I really had trouble. It was difficult. My jaw hurt, my neck hurt. But they did warn me that there would be a period of adjustment and acclimatization. And after that week, I haven't looked back since. I haven't had a migraine in over a year. It's probably 14 months now. I've had a few headaches when I've had too much coffee or had too much chocolate cake or something, which is pretty normal, but nothing, glass of water and you're fixed. And when my shoulder is stiff and sore from the accident, the stiffness comes. I mean, that's part of an injury, but that trigger doesn't trigger a migraine or a headache. It just stays as a stiff and sore shoulder. So I'm 100% convinced that this works.
I had blackouts with my headaches, complete and utter blackouts. Ended up in the emergency room once. Can't remember anything of the day. Just headache completely took over. So yeah, mine usually ended up in a blackout and a pass out and
the coolest thing is when you guys come to visit, you actually visit now. You don't sit in the corner.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you don't
in a ball.
sit with the eyes closed and wish the curtains would close up. So we were night walkers, you and me, vampires.
And that's our story. Thanks very much.
Thank you.